What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Evil Saint, and I'm commentating on a hack the box attempt I did earlier today. I shouldn't really say attempt because I did actually complete the box. If I didn't complete the box, I probably would not be commentating on it right now.
It's all about humanity.
So just kicking off our Nmap scans. Already I'm seeing TCP 23, 21 and 80 opens. That's Telnet, FTP and HTTP. Now I should mention that the box's name is Access. Immediately as soon as I heard the word Access, it did bring back some painful memories. I'm just checking the FTP service, by the way, on another note. I'll go back to that story in the next break, but I've seen anonymous FTP login allowed there, so I'm just going to see if I can pull it down. And I'm using wget to save me having to log in to the FTP service and then try and recursively find any files. Now at this point I could have had a quick peek with FTP, but to be honest with you, I thought if there's anything there, let me just pull it down. As you can see, it cannot initiate passive mode, so I was thinking for a second what is the syntax, and it come back to me from OSCP days. And here we go. I've actually now mirrored the FTP directory down. I'm just going to the folder. My fingers are too fast for my own good. Just look at the files. I was about to do a find straight away, and I realized there's only 2 files. So, you know, I think I was in the mode for a massive heap of artifacts and red herrings. Just trying to extract the zip, it's asked me for a password, and I just typed in a couple of trivial passwords, just trying again. It's always worth just giving a few guesses before we start any kind of brute force attempts. So I just tried password, I tried access, which is the name of the box. So I'm just looking at the other file quickly, just doing a file on it as well, just to make sure it's not a file that's been renamed to make it look like something else. So just using the file command there. Setting this up with my tab complete, because obviously I'm aware what the name of the EXIF tool is. But as I was tabbing through, it got stuck. So I just check if any user credential, user information, potentially credentials, I guess, but just any user information. Okay, so here I was just basically using the MDB tools. Now, these tools are for dealing with access databases, and what I've just ran there was to basically list all the tables, including the system tables with the S flag. And I'm just looking now for anything that's juicy of interest. I'm looking for something that says passwords on it. Can't see anything, so I'm just looking up and down. So I think next I try to just run a few SQL commands on the box just to see if I can do anything with it. And I think I try a few tables. Just looking at the tables. I've gone for holiday straight away. I don't know, maybe I'm in need for a holiday. Notice there I put a semicolon on the end. If I didn't put a semicolon on the end, I'd have to type in go on the following line. Just having a look for reports, any information I can find. So just scanning again. User info looked juicy. I was going to come back for that, and also use the machines. So again, just scrolling through, looking for anything that's potentially got any information in that I can steal. Now, at this point, I think what I was going to do is I was going to take all of the tables, and as I was going to take the tables, I was actually going to pipe some SQL queries. I was going to do a sed and just basically wrap these table names with select all from and a semicolon at the end, etc. But as you saw, as I pulled down, and I got to the sort of auth user table, I kind of like had a light bulb moment and go, okay, well look, this is probably it. So just putting creds in my cred tool. I should put that back into my machine. One of the things I do is I always revert back to a previous clean snapshot in between hack the boxes. Haven't had to use MUTs on a job, so it's on my box because I have had to use it in the past, so it's in my build scripts. But because I haven't used it on a job, it hasn't found its way into the into the snapshot. Now, at this moment, I'm just debating whether or not the full stop was the end of the sentence or was it a nasty trick. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, let's keep the full stop on just in case I can try it with and without. So now I've got my creds. I'm now looking for somewhere to log in, so I'm checking the website. At this point, I've probably forgotten the fact that Telnet was on the box. So I'm just checking the web application. Now I'm just going to do a quick go buster, if I remember rightly. And there you go. I'm just doing some enumeration to see if I can find anywhere where I can use those creds to log in. Now I believe I go back and check the Nmap scan, and yeah, on this window top I'm looking at the Nmap scan, and I just remembered it got Telnet on it. And yeah, I was going to drop down into some interactive session, and then I just realised that I just needed to type the IP address at the end. And now this Telnet service was very laggy. It took a long time to log me in, but also I kept forgetting, if I remember rightly. I just kept forgetting. I kept forgetting, if I remember rightly. I kept forgetting the tab would not work. So if I recall the actions, this gets a bit messy. So there's my password again with the full stop on the end. Trying it with, and then just paste it into login by accident. Very annoying. Had to cancel out of that. Now I'm trying it for the first time with the full stop on the end. Closed by host because this wasn't a successful login. So now I'm going to try it without the full stop on the end. I don't know if it's just the cynic in me, but I've had a lot of capture the flags where people have played tricks on people. But for an easy box, I'm guessing it was just the end of a sentence. So here I am, I'm in now. As I said, it was quite an easy box to a point, but this was horrible. Now I've realised that I've typed in R instead of the P for priv, but you just can't go back. So at this point now, I'm doing some enumeration, just trying to see what groups I'm in. And again, I made a spelling mistake, can't go back, and I think at this point this Telnet shell is just annoying me. So I think I remember rightly, I just quickly go and grab powerless. I think I used on this one because I haven't got PowerShell prompts in front of me. Didn't want to upset it by trying to switch or anything. So just run my Windows Priv-S command. It just dumps out some quick cradles. It moves my binaries and some exes into a temporary folder, and then I just set up either an SMB share or a Python at the end, and I just pull as I need. This is really just for CTFs. These are just my quick win scripts. I think, as I said in a previous video, I mean, don't normally work like this. Normally, we work with Cobalt Strike beacons and a little bit more refinement, but at the same time, this is all good fun. Okay, just checking my powerless bat file is on the box. So yeah, I always get mixed results with powerless. I mean, it's not a bad script. And obviously in this case I've got a quick win, but it doesn't seem to be as all-inclusive as some of the other PowerShell based scripts. Now at this point I've just selected all of the text, and then it's dawned upon me now that I haven't got tab completion or back delete and stuff, so I feel I need to copy and paste the shorter version I'm going to use. Scrolling all the way back down using my keyboard shortcuts. I was a bit worried to press anything to bring my cursor back down to my current prompt, because, as I said, the shell was so, not a shell actually, just a login service, but so buggy. So I think in the end I do get a bit annoyed, and I think I just press the button to try and bring me back to its current location. As I said, Powerless does dump a lot of superfluous stuff. It gives you a lot of information. It doesn't quite just zoom in on the quick wins. Now, at this moment, I'm trying to do the run as, because I know I've got saved creds. At this moment, though, as you probably notice, I haven't put the save cred syntax in the command. So as I get asked for the administrator password, I have a sudden layer 8 issue in the fact that I'm doubting what I've seen, I'm doubting what I've copied and pasted. And I'm cussing myself because I've literally just gone from here to now. I'm just doubting if I've typed it incorrectly, so I copy it again. I've just tried to jump to the old spot, and it did something weird there, as you can see. In fact, it's the start of the shell going. Yeah, so you can see now I'm typing on the third line from the top. It's not clearing. I'm getting really annoyed with this shell, so I'll try to set up a web delivery, and I think I try a HTA server first, HTA file, and if I remember right, it was blocked. So just searching for the HA server module and using 0. Setting the interface to the lhost command, so the lhost can pick up the IP address. Set the L port to 8080. Forgot completely that the server itself would be using 8080. I tend to go for web ports quite a lot. I mean, 444 is one of those ports where it gets a lot of monitoring activity. Now it's kind of dawned on me as I've copied that now that I won't be able to paste that into my Telnet session. So I think I open up another window to try and paste it in. And again, I think oh no, I'm still at the top there, still trying to escape. I'm so used to having my prompt open to reference my IP address that I completely forgot what my IP was. And now, obviously, I've pasted that in. Annoyed. I should have looked at that. The program is blocked by group policy, but I just wanted to just double check and type it in and just make sure that it's definitely blocked, and I couldn't get it on. So apologies for wasting time there, guys. Now also at this point as well, if you're observant, you'll notice I actually forgot 8080, but again, the program is blocked by group policy, so I didn't really pursue this anymore, even though I did notice at the time. Probably good job that I'm actually commentating on this after the fact, because I did do a little bit of cussing then as well. I'm going to try and keep these PG-13. So again, just setting the L host, showing targets, going to go for the reg server. And just try and reverse TCP meta as a payload. Great stuff. Copy and paste that now. I won't spoil the fun for you, but this did not work either. And again, I'm getting the picture here that most of these are actually been blocked by group policy. Looking for ideas, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know what, I'll try and actually get a shell with netcat. So that's exactly what I do. Netcat's not in my quick grab list. It is in actually my breakout folder, but it's not in my quick grab easy wins there. So just copying it from the Windows binaries to my current temporary directory, spinning back up the Python server, then just using certutil to drag the file onto the box. And again, try to tab. Very annoying. I think the frustration of not having tab and having the buggy shell caused me to make a few mistakes on this one. That seems like a plausible excuse, so I'm sticking with it. And again, I went to go and do type flag. Obviously, I know it's not Fuser. I'll have to make sure I blur that flag out in the real one. When this goes live, don't I see a flag on there? Just spelt the URL cache wrong. It's so easy to observe, again, making loads of mistakes now because I'm getting really upset with this shell. It's so easy to observe the mistakes when you're watching this back and viewing it yourself. I don't remember making that many mistakes, but so we've got netcat on the box now. And I bet you can guess what happens next. Even go for the 4444, and again, the program is blocked by group policy. So in my head, I'm thinking, well, everything's blocked, but I meant to have these creds for the administrator account. So I return and find a location where I can execute. So C Windows tasks is an app blocker breakout directory. And really what I should be doing at this point is actually using the run as with the save cred. I think not being able to access the C Windows task was the final death blow. Was it the coup d'etat? They pronounce it. So this moment now, trying again for the administrator. Not sure why I run the same command out save cred again. I guess it's because I'm not putting the domain in anymore. And then it just dawned on me. It's asking me for a password because I'm not listing the save cred. That went through without a password, so I'm thinking, great, but then I realised that's not going to work like that with Telnet. So what I need to do now is I need to still can't get to the administrator folder. So what I need to do now is I need to think of another solution to get a shell run as the administrator. Completely forgot where I put netcat. Put it on the desktop. Again, this is another thing when you do these hack the boxes. Again, you're going so quick. We're not really documenting what we're doing as we go as well as what we should have. I mean, this is a 20 minute from start to finish box, but in the real world, we'd be documenting our approach, our methodology. We would be making sure that anything that we put on the boxes, we can revert back. We can make sure that we've taken all our tools. We wouldn't leave netcat and various privilege escalation tools on boxes. We'd be cleaning up after ourselves. And to be honest with you, when you actually do this in the real world, you'd actually be trying to make sure the SOC doesn't actually know you arrived on the site. So just double checking to see if that command actually did open a port. And it hasn't. So now I'm getting the feeling that I can't do this interactively. Finally, it dawns upon me that I'm going to do this in some kind of file like a HTA or a BAT file. I go with the BAT file first, so it makes more sense. You can see at this moment I'm getting very cautious about making spell mistakes. At my end with this Telnet. As soon as you made a typo, you know there's no going back. So it's just making sure that the contents of my proof of concept hasn't been eaten by any antivirus or some other. So now I'm going to run it as the administrator. Just splitting the screen again, doing IL wrap. Run the netcat listener on 4321. Jump back up to the top screen. And then just doing the full path this time. Being explicit. And we're now administrator, so you know what happens next. We get the flags, we get the girl, and we get to go home a winner. And there's our last flag. You see at the end there, I was a bit hesitant because I thought it was in that Telnet session and I actually got netcat. So anyway, that's how I did it. That's how I got on. I hope that helps some of you. And sorry if my voice is a bit low. It's a bit strained at the moment. So hopefully you can hear me okay.